Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And let me ask you something. Have you ever prepared really well for an interview, but when the HR manager asks the first question, your mind would suddenly go blank? And maybe sometimes you know the answer, but you didn't know how to say it confidently in English most of the time. That is what happens to people. So, if that happens to you, you need not worry because it happens to almost everyone. So, the good news is that HR interviews aren't always about using difficult English. They are about communicating clearly, professionally, and confidently. In today's video, I'll share some common HR interview questions and powerful English phrases and simple tips that will help you make a great impression. So the first one is one of the first question you will hear is tell me about yourself or introduce yourself. So many candidates start talking about everything, from their hometown to their favorite hobby, instead of keeping it professional. So you can use a simple structure called present, past, and future. And maybe I can put it as an give you an example, hi, I'm Tulsi and I recently completed my degree in computer or literature and have worked on several AI based projects, and I'm very passionate about problem solving, and I'm excited to begin my career in this role where I can continue learning and contribute to the team. So if you notice it, that it is going to be short, clear, and relevant, and that's it, nothing more that you need to speak here. And another common question is, what are your strengths? So instead of saying I'm hardworking, give them an example. What have you done to prove that you're a hard worker? So one of my strengths is adaptability. Fine. So I'm saying this as an example. So I enjoy learning new technologies and I can quickly adjust to changing situations. Or maybe I can say I'm a good team player because I enjoy collaborating and supporting my team to achieve common goals. So when you give examples, your answer becomes more believable. Okay. And another one is it's a kind of question that makes many candidates nervous, and but that see, there is always a simple approach to it. You can basically talk about your skill, your attitude, and your willingness to learn. So, for example, you can say that I believe I'm a good fit for this job role because I have required technical skills, I'm eager to learn, and I enjoy working with people. And I'm pretty confident I can contribute positively to your team. So, this is basically going to keep yourself look very honest. And I think confidence is more important than sounding perfect, with your answer. And they can also test your behavioral abilities. So HR people, they manage to ask questions like, tell me about a challenge that you faced in life. So or they can even ask, describe a time you worked with a team. So in this situation, you don't have to panic. You can just simply use the star method, which is nothing but the situation, task, action, and result. So, as an example, I would say that maybe during my final year project, our team faced a tight deadline, and I organized our tasks, coordinated deadlines, and daily meetings, and we completed the project successfully before the deadline. So, this is going to keep your answer organized and easy to follow, right? And also, here are some useful phrases you can use in almost every HR interview. For example, thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate your question. And you can also, whenever you want to explain some of your experiences or personal experience, you can say that from my perspective or from my standpoint or from my experience. And you can start the sentence like that, or you can even say that I would be happy to learn about this role. And you can also appreciate the other person's question by saying, okay, that's an interesting question, and so on. So these phrases will make your English sound sound natural and professional. And so before you head an interview, remember that you have to speak slowly, you have to smile naturally, you have to maintain your eye contact, you have to listen carefully before answering, and never memorize your answer. Okay, you have to understand them. And I feel that only if you have experienced those moments in life, you can automatically or naturally speak words. Else then we will hardly remember anything, or we will be, only spending more time on gathering points rather than speaking, right? So if you found this a video useful, please do comment and share and like. And thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.